So I guess I'm a fraud now. Looks like two people left a comment on my video filing a complaint against the MTA police and the two Tuckahoe police officers that basically neglected me. The first comment says, "You have to lie to be a frauditor, don't you?" The second comment says, "What a useless attention-seeking frauditor, utter waste in time and space." Well, first of all, I don't know what I lied about because what I was complaining about was recorded, and I recorded myself filing the complaint. So both incidents were recorded. In committing fraud, a frauditor or a fraudster or whatever, the only person committing fraud, and I know where these comments are coming from, and it's so pathetic. It's almost 2 years now, and Detective Giroux still hasn't called me back. And Blessington trying to pin this on Justin Sulko, trying to fuck him over, saying he's a detective. Justin Sulko's a detective specialist. He's the ESU detective. He's no investigating detective. Detective Giroux should have called me a year and a half ago, and she hasn't called me yet to investigate this crime. I know where these comments are coming from. This can be one or two people, and I'm strongly thinking it's who it is. This is either that man who tried to have me killed on 7/18/2020, or this is EVAC doing it. And I strongly believe this is EVAC because they're coming to their criminal's defense, Solano and Layboy, who are two EVAC members, and I wouldn't be surprised if that woman from the MTA is a EVAC member as well, even though they acted like they didn't know who I was talking about, Nick Loros, when Nick Loros is their boss. And the only people committing fraud is yourselves, because your boss, Nick Loros, actually he sends me letters in the mail, spams my phone with phone calls and text messages. He actually sent me a new letter in the mail a couple of days ago from Boston Hospital. Never been to Boston Hospital, Nick. Never been. Never been. Only time I was in Boston was like when I was 6 years old for a Red Sox game. So nice try. Never been to Boston Hospital. So I'm committing fraud because I go and file a complaint for these officers neglecting me. I go and file a complaint for Matthew Stein and Richard Perry, an EMT and a constable, tying me up with rope. Michael Kilpatrick lying on me, saying I was running in the street, but I'm committing fraud for trying to get justice for what happened to me. So I think you need to look elsewhere who's committing fraud, because I think your boss is committing fraud. He's committing fraud. He put another ambulance company out of business. This is how shady these people are. This is how shady these EMTs are. They took food out of another EMS company's mouth. They put Empress out of business. You can Google it. They put Empress out of business in Pelham, and now they're operating an illegal ambulance company in the town of Pelham. This is what EVAC does, and now they're leaving pathetic comments on my video. And this is not the only comments they left. They leave tons of comments on my videos, and this is so pathetic and sad, because Richard Perry's a criminal, Michael Kilpatrick's a criminal who walks his dog by the country club, by the way, who the dog's not fucking trained. It's a vicious fucking mutt that if you let it loose, it runs up and fucking tries to bite you on the leg. Absolutely no respect. And then you have fucking Matthew Stein, who's a code enforcement officer, who tied me up with rope and gagged me in the back of an ambulance. Giroux, you should really be investigating this. You should really be investigating this, because there's more evidence, and this is what I was trying to explain to Blessington. There's more evidence, because I have the evidence of that foreigner on 7/18. What he did on 7/18, the man who done 7/18/2020, speaking to Matthew Stein and also threatening to kill me. So I would highly suggest that you call me by Monday, Giroux, because if you don't, I'm going to release that evidence of him speaking to Matthew Stein and him threatening to kill me on several occasions. And it's not hard to evidence to find, because it's all over his YouTube channel. You can take a look for yourself. So, and it's going to look bad on your part if you don't investigate this. It really is, because this is really bad. Now these pathetic EVAC members are leaving comments on my videos calling me a fraud and all this. They're projecting their issues on me, and it's really sad because of what these two, the Solano and this Laboy or Layboy, two EVAC members who were in the wrong, and this MTA police officer who claims she knows me. I don't know any MTA police officer, lady. The only MTA police officer I ever spoke to was Lieutenant Booker, and I can't even pick him out of a lineup. Okay, so that's what they do. They constantly lie. They constantly lie. I want to show you another comment that they left, and this is what they do. They constantly lie. So here we have another video. This person calling me an EDP, and I recognize this account. This person has left about 3 comments on several of my videos saying the same exact thing. I believe this is an EVAC member as well. Pathetic, absolutely pathetic. Like, are you a doctor? Like, seriously, are you a doctor? What gives you that determination to call me that? Like, seriously, I think your boss is an EDP. That's what I think. I think your boss is a fucking EDP. I think Nick Loros is an EDP. The fact that he can sit there and have a smile on his face while people get hurt, while Matthew Stein ties people up with rope, while Richard Perry goes around and falsifies reports, while Michael Kilpatrick lies and has a vicious dog that he lets off the leash by a fucking country club to try to attack me. I think you people are a bunch of fucking EDPs. And once again, they project their issues. And this is what they do. They leave these comments on my videos. And these people are really sick individuals. They really are. They're absolute criminal, unhinged monsters is what they are. Calling me a fucking EDP. I think you're a fucking EDP. How dare you? How dare you call me such? How dare you call me such? You're not a doctor. Become a doctor, and then maybe I'll have some respect for you. Even though I think, honestly, that form of medicine is probably the worst form of medicine you can ever practice. It's actually, Sigmund Freud was a fraud, and he's the worst person probably ever. And for you to go around with your determination, your diagnosis, practicing medicine without a license is illegal, by the way. Okay, and Nick Loros is illegal as well with his illegal ambulance company in Pelham. So honestly, I would go back to your boss and tell him to stop sending me letters in the mail, which are starting to get ridiculous now because now I'm in Boston, according to him. And stop leaving these stupid fucking comments on my videos because I'm not committing fraud. I'm no EDP. Everything was recorded. You people are out of your mind. Like, seriously, Nick. Seriously, all of you people are out of your mind.